Hello guys, my name is Kiki and it's time to make crafting fun. Let's make a boxwood wreath and I'm using this from the Dollar Tree and I'm gonna use the smaller one of those circles to make a wreath. And first I'm gonna remove those tabs that you see there using my pliers just like this. Just be careful because I have been stabbed by those same pliers. Yeah, they just decide sometimes that they want my fingers. So we're gonna remove those like that. Make sure you don't have anything poking. And now you can paint it and you can use this copper, but I'm gonna leave it in that color. And I'm gonna start adding my boxwood from Walmart. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the pieces just like this. And we're gonna start shaping them to the size or the roundness of our wreath like this. So we're gonna continue just cutting pieces of that boxwood like that until we have piece for every part of the boxwood. Now we're gonna start gluing it like this. And this is pretty simple. You're just gonna continue gluing them together like this. Don't worry about the shape because we will be adding a little bit more of that boxwood a little bit later. So just keep on gluing, like I say, glue stuff to stuff. My favorite hobby. So we're gonna continue just gluing them like that until we cover all of that wire frame. And as you can see, it's looking so beautiful. I'm so in love with this. So we're just gonna continue until we finish. And now we're gonna add the last one of those branches. Like that. And she's too cute. But we're gonna continue adding to this, to the cuteness. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take pieces of that other boxwood and we're gonna attach them to make it look fuller like this. What we're doing is just gluing pieces of that boxwood in between the branches that we just glued, like this. And it's looking fuller and more beautiful, and I'm in love. So we continue until we finish, and look at that. Looking so beautiful, so beautiful. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a beautiful piece for the middle of this wreath. And it will look beautiful. So now let's jump into that. Fluff it around and then just move on to making the beautiful piece that we want. It's so cute. But I just needed to fluff it out a little bit more, add a little bit more of that boxwood like that, so we can make the welcome that we want. And we're gonna galvanize this welcome using elephant, white paint, and burnt umber. And you have seen me do this lots of times. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that sponge and I'm gonna dab that paint on top of that welcome sign. And I remove that one from the windmill that I made. It's a windmill from Dollar Tree. And now I'm just applying some of that white paint on top, like that. Just to blend it and look at that. It's looking galvanized. Now we're gonna take that burnt umber and a sponge brush and we're gonna paint those metal thingies. And we're gonna also paint the borders of our welcome sign using that same burnt umber and that sponge brush like this. What we're gonna achieve is the rusted kind of metal look that it looks so beautiful and so farmhousey. So that's what we want to do with this. We're gonna paint it, let it dry, and then we're gonna add hot glue to that piece, the top piece, and add it to our frame. And look at that. So cute. Now, we're gonna take this ribbon and we're gonna make a small bow like that. And we're gonna tie it really nicely, and I'm out of frame. I'm so sorry about that, but we're gonna tie it like this. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna struggle a little bit because I couldn't get a knot on there. So I'm gonna look for my other twine, the one that I used to make bows. And I'm gonna tie it really nicely, not like this that I just did. But after I tie that, we're gonna make this bow using this ribbon that I found at Walmart, and we're gonna do the same type of bow. And then we're gonna tie it really nicely using our twine. Tie it, make a cute bow, and then move on to attaching our bow after I finish with that. And then we just fluff it and start gluing our bows. First I attach this, and then I attach the other one, and we will have it. I also added my signature bow legs because it was looking a little bit too bare on that welcome sign. But with that, we will have a beautiful wreath. And look at that. It's beautiful, right? Let me know in the comments below what you think about this one. And this is how the beautiful boxwood wreath turned out. As you can see, we have over here in the corner the inspiration piece for this one. Look at that, beautiful. And this is part of the monthly DIY challenge hosted by Sonia from Domestic Diva. And this month we had to get inspired by Pinterest. And I love Pinterest. So in the description box down below, you're going to find the link to her channel and also to the playlist so you can go and check it out. And if you're new here and you like modern farmhouse, bow decor, and lots of silly jokes, subscribe because that's what I do here, and hit the thumbs up and share this video with a friend because that really helps to support my channel. Also, go and check me out on my social media because we can be friends over there and have lots and lots of fun. Now let's make a tobacco basket, and for that I'm just using this longer strips and this shorter strips, and they are poster board, brown poster board. Now, you know me and I don't like to measure, so I'm just eyeballing them and making a grid line. And as you can see, there's the struggle because this is not working. But I insist on not measuring things. So now I'm gonna fix them to get that space some sort of equal in each and every space like that. And then we're gonna start gluing them using our hot glue like this, and we're gonna glue those strips down. I'm just showing you that you can make a tobacco basket without weaving those strips in and out. It's easier and faster. And I was up for the challenge of a faster tobacco basket. So we're going to continue gluing until we finish with all of those. If you want the measurements for this tobacco basket, let me know in the comments below and I will measure it for you. But you can do this in the size you want. Now I'm just flipping those tabs as you can see. And then we're going to add the middle strip like this. Just adding a little bit of hot glue and gluing it in the middle like that. And then we're going to add the other one, and those are from the longer pieces of poster board. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a long piece of that, and I achieved that by gluing 4 of those long pieces together. And we're going to start gluing it in the border like this all around our beautiful basket. Just like that to achieve the beautiful basket shape. And we're going to continue just gluing and gluing and gluing until we finish. Just like that. And we will have a beautiful basket. As I told you, if you want the measurements for this one, let me know. But you can make this one in the size you prefer. Now we're going to close that corner like this. And we will have a beautiful basket. Look at that. So cute. Now let's paint it because brown isn't working for me. So I'm going to use hazelnut from Waverly and cashew and also burnt umber. First, I'm going to give it a good dry brush with the hazelnut. Just like that. And we're going to apply lots of that hazelnut because we want this to look like weathered wood. Something like that. So we're going to continue just applying that dry brush all around. Just keep on painting until you find that the color is distressing the poster board. Just keep applying like this and you will see me just applying it all around, going back and forward on the same strips so we can get them really distressed. Then I'm gonna move on to the burnt umber. Oh, well, I keep on adding some hazelnut first. After I finish with that hazelnut, we're gonna move on to our burnt umber. And the process to all the colors that I will be adding is the same, just dry brushing all around. Now, let's move on to that burnt umber. And we're gonna do the exact same thing as you can see. And we're just getting that beautiful distressed wood, old wood kind of color just by adding different tones of brown. Yeah, it's just different tones of brown. So we're gonna keep on dry brushing, and as you can see, we have it here dry brushed. I applied the cashew. I lost the footage for that, but I just did the same with the cashew, and now I'm just adding a little bit more of that burnt umber in between our lines so we can add a little bit more character to those that are too whitish or too cashewy. So we're just gonna continue applying our burnt umber, and it's looking beautifully distressed, don't you think? Let me know in the comments below if you like this one. And I'm gonna apply again a little bit more of that hazelnut to blend those colors, and I think this is what makes this look beautiful. Now it's looking like distressed wood, right? And this is the tobacco basket. As you can see, we have the inspiration in the corner, and this is how mine turned out. I just love it. And here we have them together, and you can see what inspired me to create this beautiful tobacco basket and this boxwood wreath. I'm so in love with this set. I can use them together, or I can separate them and use the tobacco basket in my home and the wreath as part of the love sign that I created a while ago. Go and check that one out. And also, remember that you will find in the description box down below the link to the playlist so you can go and check out what everyone else created. And you'll find also the link to Sonia's channel so you can go and check her out. I know you're gonna love her. Her channel name is Domestic Diva DIY, so go and check her out and check out the playlist. And remember that if you like this one, hit the thumbs up. If you love it, subscribe so you can keep on watching this type of videos. Take care, my beautiful friends. Bye-bye.